This is Damon Stevens with Finwell Builders. Today is Monday, November 7th, 2022, the stock market update for trades of the day. Hopefully everybody had a good trading day. Boy, market provided some great movement here. Tesla is one of them on the downside, though. Others were on the upside, like NVIDIA was great on the upside, but Tesla down on the downside. So if you caught some of that, hopefully you enjoyed those earnings. Not glad to see the stock go down, but boy, a $10 move is pretty huge. So hopefully you're taking advantage of that as the market continues to show its volatility. Let's get into it, see how we can make some money in this market. Looking at Dow Jones, you can see closed up 1.31%, NASDAQ up 0.85%, and S&P 500 up 0.96%. So nice bulls here, just a nice gradual climb up on the Dow. NASDAQ was a little choppy, and so was the SPY down in the morning, but then nice little rally up in the afternoon. So obviously you can see the market wants to continue climbing even after Jerome Powell spoke to us and told us how bad things were. But you can see Tesla dropped, Amazon was kind of flat. Some of our other FANG stocks, Microsoft kind of popped back up there after hitting those lows. Energy continues to be strong. You know, we've talked about this one for, well, all year long. Energy is kind of the player of the year, doing well. Financials is doing pretty well as well. And you can see that DWAC popped up on the radar. Volume was low though, but I like the movement here. We'll see if DWAC can come back alive. It was, you know, quite a runner for a while when it first came onto the scenes, and then kind of dropped off here, but it's starting to get some traction here. So we'll see if we can get some movement going on to DWAC. Let's get in and see what's going on with the news. Looking on the news for the week, elections tomorrow. So that could definitely rock the market the next day on Wednesday after their results come out. If the the Republicans win the House or win the Senate, then maybe that creates gridlock, and the market will love that. And maybe it's this whole rally that's going through right now is just in preparation for what's expected. That they expect that there's going to be gridlock in the government, and that's going to help the market continue to run higher. So we'll see. Very well could see a breakout here. You can see the market building energy and sitting right up against those, good resistance levels that allow us to break up into a bull run again. So we'll see what happens as a result of tomorrow. On Wednesday, wholesale inventories. Thursday, we get Fed speaking to us, and we get core CPI. This is really important. Thursday, you can see a swing on Wednesday for what happens off the election day. And then Thursday, you can see a total reversal or, a continuation play on CPI numbers. So they're really critical. We have a lot of Fed speaking to us all day long. Just be prepared and be safe out there. If you're locking in profits along the way, then you're doing good. But just be careful out there because Thursday will be a crazy market. And then Friday, obviously, we'll close out. It's Veterans Day. For all those vets out there, thank you for your service. But just remember that, on Friday, we're going to close out this week, probably following a continuation of whatever the direction we start on Thursday. So just be prepared. Really busy week this week. So stay safe out there. With that, let's get in some charts, see what's going on. This is actually the S&P 500 ES futures chart. I got on an 8 hours so that we can see what's going live in the market right now. And you can see we're kind of come up again. We're back up on that resistance 38.15. If we break above that, then the run is to 838.53. Break above that 39.28. 39.28 would be the next resistance area. So got a ways to run here. Definitely seen the bulls kind of kicking in here and want to take this up at that resistance level. And then if you look at the S&P 500, companies over the 50-day moving average, which typically is a bullish move, you can see that we hit this high, which is where we were at before. Had a little bit of resistance pull back on the Powell conversation, and then boom, another rally right back up. So we're 62% of companies are above the 50-day moving average. If we blow back through this, obviously, we were at 92 here back in August, which was an extreme high for the market. But boy, you can see the bulls and the greed coming back on the market, definitely playing out here right now. So maybe that'll, be enough to get us out of this trouble here that we had 2007, 2008, where we kind of popped up, came down, broke through the 20, hit the 50 for a few weeks, a few months here, and then we broke down and just continued to fall from there. And you see, similar chart here on the SPY in 2001, 2000, or 2021, 2022. Nice run up here, pull back to the 20, break down to the 50, choppy through the 50, like we were here for a few months, and then there was a failure. Right now, we're just kind of hovering right here, trying to get this to recover up here. So we'll see what happens. But watching these charts for sure for similar type of action. Inflation rates, you can see here we're sitting around 820. That is extremely high. You can see that back here in 2007 2008 crisis, we were only at 560. So definitely we need to do something there to get that inflation down, especially if you look at Fed funds rate down here at 3. Typically you want to see those inverse, so you want to see the Fed fund rate is probably going to be going up into this 5 area, but we should see inflation coming down. If we don't, you're going to continue to see that Fed fund continue to go up, which is going to be harmful to the market. All right, so if you haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe to FinWealth Live. That's our YouTube channel. That way we can continue bringing these videos and this information to you, and hopefully this helps you in your trades and maybe a little education along the way. But if you want more than just what you're getting here, definitely, you can subscribe, on to our free non-member chat and our daily watch list out here at finwealthlive.com. And members enjoy live trading, training courses, group training, and one-on-ones. So definitely don't miss out on that. If you want to look at kind of what's going on in the market here as we continue on, you can see here that record number of puts, institutions that are shorting the market, records since 2000, well, at least tracked from 2000 till now. So it's still bearish on the market overall, but boy, if you look at here at the puts and calls, that's for this week, boy, it's mixed. This used to be like all red and everybody shorting. You see bulls come running in here, even like these highs. Like there's a lot of 10,000 contracts at 410. So really bullish, momentum here after Jerome Powell spoke. Boy, all of a sudden we made this big, huge shift. So the bulls are coming out to play. And so it's possible, typically at the end of the year, we have a bull rally. And so maybe that's what we're seeing here is this buildup of this bull rally that's going to take us back into the 400s on the S&P 500. So something to watch for. The news that comes out this week is going to be critical to set that tone. So definitely, pay attention to that. Google, after hitting those new lows, popped up here, had a nice few days run. Still under the 20. We need to get above 91. So look for a possible pullback as we hit that resistance area. But we're sitting here right at 88. So kind of sitting in the middle of the range between the lows and the 20-day. So we'll see what kind of momentum the market decides to put in there as we get into this news coming out. ExxonMobil, new high. This continues to rock with energy. So just continues, we had this little pullback here, and that just gave it more momentum to run. And really, up here, we're at this deviation band right here, looking for continuation up to 118 or 120. Moderna, this came back on the radar. This, back in, about a year ago, we called this the new Tesla. Moderna, Invax, BNTX, they were all, during the COVID hype, they were the stocks that running, and Moderna just like came to life finally here and starting to make this nice little bull run. I mean, we've ran from 118 clear up to 164. I have 197 up here, so I don't know if we'll hit that, but definitely on this bull run, you can tell that we're coming into this major area of resistance. So that's one thing to keep an eye on, is we do have all this resistance up here, and we're above that deviation band here. So if we get up to this, 171 area, look for a possible pullback. Microsoft on 8-hour chart, so we can see what's going on. Nice run up here. It's getting above the moving average, above the 20-day. Look for a run to 233 on Microsoft. Meta finally pulling off that bottom, 2 days above, which is great. Look for a run up to 101. NVIDIA also on a run. Look for a breakout of this wedge here, 143 up towards 150, 151. Apple breaking up here again, broke above this one candle. We need it above this 140 area. If we get 140 break, then look for a run to 144 and then 146. Tesla, testing those lows. Boy, it's just kind of getting hammered here. Just continues to trickle down here and actually under the $200 move now. So look for possible support down here around this 195, 194 area. If we break that, we could very well come down to 187. Amazon kind of just sitting here at the bottom, kind of building a bear flag, really. We got to break above this little wedge here and get going on Amazon, or you might see, continue to get new lows in place. Netflix, after that huge bull run here, coming back here, we talked about this, closing out that gap. And it did a great job doing that today, closing out the gap or getting close to it, and then just running right back up. So now can Netflix, now that it's kind of checked in and does a little check-in down here, can it run? That's what we're going to look for, is a nice little bounce here from from Netflix to run back up and possibly test those highs again. So you can see nice area of support for Netflix. 10-year yield, you see this little pullback we had to support, run up here towards the highs, looking for a breakout above 433. On the 2-year yield, you see here new highs here on a closing, but do we hit back to 5? We had some resistance just before 5. See if we can get up to 5 again. As the bonds go up, typically the market's going to come down, so just be aware. Even at the dollar pulling back down, that's great for the market, and we know what else that's good for. It's good for gold. There we have it. Gold sitting up here about that 50-day. We really need to break this 1678 area so we can kind of start running back up towards this 100-day moving into average at 1715. So again, kind of hovering up there, little bull flag. Let's see if we can get a breakout above this this range here this week, hopefully. The VIX flat down here, it's not, it didn't close below to a new low. It might be right within this range of this candle. If it is, we very well, might sit down here for a little bit, but may get a bounce. If we do, that's going to pull the market down. So, we're kind of in this little range right here. So just keep an eye on the VIX. If it spikes back up, we're going to have a down day. SPY, 8-hour chart, bounced up, hitting that 100-day moving average. Got to break above this 381 area. If we can get that, we get a nice run to 389 or 390 again. So looking for a possible run there. Otherwise, we're kind of range bound here. You can see we just kind of come up to the top, pull back, and then it may come up hit that top again. So we're trying to find a breakout point for the SPY. Triple Qs, same thing, NASDAQ. Got to get up above this, 270 level to kind of make a run towards 273. IWM, just sitting here flat, but it's above the 20-day and the 50. So, and right below the 200. So we're got to get above 180 if we can. A nice little bull run to start on IWM. Financials pulling up here at resistance. You see this is a big, huge resistance area. Really got to get above this 34.30 area to kind of get a run. Otherwise, we may pull back here and reset again at 33.58 area. Bitcoin is chopping up through this little wedge here. Really looking for a breakout above the 100-day moving average. This is definitely resistance. You can see the little pullback here to the 20. So really need to get momentum. If we break the 20, we could start going back into this lower range again, which we were there for a few months, and that's just not fun. So hopefully we can get a breakout here and have a good weekend coming up. Same with Ethereum. Ethereum just kind of chopping up here, which is okay. We got resistance at 1789.40, so we have a little bit of run. We are above the moving averages except for the 200 up here. So really got to play up this, go up to 1753 and hold that area to keep this bull run kind of moving on forward. So that's our stocks, our cryptos, things we're looking at in the market. Definitely stay safe out there. Got a few volatile days coming up here with the Fed speaking and CPI data is coming out, which will really set the tone for, do we get a rally, year-end rally here, or are we going to, have a dud? So just be careful trading out there. Everybody have a great night. Talk tomorrow night. See how your trades went for the day and get a game plan for the next day.